How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. This is the Mammotion's Yuka 2000 series robotic lawnmower. There are other robotic lawnmowers out there, but this one can auto sweep and auto dump. I'm gonna keep the unboxing and the assembly process in a separate video. This one, I'm just gonna concentrate on showing you what it can do for you. Put in the first of these screws, which is this plastic wrench here. It just screws right into the ground. This one, I don't wanna screw it too tight because it actually bends the plastic a little bit, just enough to hold it in place. Connect this pole here. The end piece needs to see the sky, so let's just stake it down on the ground anywhere near the base station. Push it down with my foot. There we go. Attach some more of these clips. Connect the power to it. And if you're gonna connect it pretty semi-permanently, you can remove the screw caps so they don't dangle everywhere. There is an O-ring right here, so make sure that is there to keep it watertight. It also comes with 4 of these stakes for you to hold down these wires from the RTK base station. Put 2 of them here. Like that. This whole setup uses GPS for location positioning. And what's more, it even uses this RTK base station to make it more accurate to within 1 centimeter. Both of these things will receive a GPS signal. So you can't just do correction just one single time. It needs to have an active connection to the lawnmower. Because this is based on GPS, it needs a clear view of the sky, at least for the majority portion of your lawn. If your property has a lot of trees and it completely blocks the sky, then this is not gonna work too well. Although it can use other sensors like the 3D vision in order to mow under the trees where it won't get a GPS signal. Also make sure that the firmware on both the robot and this RDK base station is both updated. I made the mistake of not updating this one and it didn't work. In order to get them to work, you need a solid green light on the RTK base station, meaning that it has a GPS lock. I'm on the app now and I have the base station here and I have the robot, the Yuka 2000. By the way, 2000 means it can mow 2000 square meters. Each 1000 square meters is roughly a quarter acre, is roughly 33 meter, on each side for a square. That's how big that it can mow on a full charge. Let's click play. It says it's outside the designated area. I go, okay, let's solve this. We need to first create a map. So we go, okay, and then we click on the map area, create a task area, click the area, start. For the first time around, we need to run the robot around the perimeter of the lawn. I'm at a park right now, so I'm just gonna run it around, a relatively small square first. Use the touch controls on your phone and go backwards. See, it says manual operation. Okay, manual operation. I can go backwards. And I will just proceed to make a big square. Not very good at this. Make a big square. Got it. Click finish, click create, and we can add other things like a pattern or a dumping spot for all the leaves. You can add a channel or a no-go zone. So I'm just gonna add a dumping spot, maybe a little ways away, right there. Click dumping spot. Okay, now I can come back. Click finish. Now we can begin the mowing. I'm just gonna click mow, confirm. I want it to go as fast as possible. Weekly, specified date, fixed interval. I'm just gonna do it once for now. Mow and sweeping. Dumping interval. We need to dump very, very frequently because the grass here is really high. Click start, click next. And it's just going on its own now. It's set at the highest setting and it's still picking up enormous amounts of grass. I'm actually having an issue here. The sweeper can't sweep because this grass is way too tall.
Working on hold. The robot flipped over. The robot front wheel lifted.
So that's what's happening there. The sweeper is not able to turn, and so the robot can't go forward. Got stuck again. keep in mind this robot is intended to help you do regular lawn maintenance. That means that if you run it regularly, it's not really going to cut all that much grass. It's not intended to help you fix an overgrown lawn. Being a robot, just like robotic vacuum cleaners, you can run it many times. It's not going to get tired, and you just let it run around on its own all the time. It's not intended to cut weeds or overgrown grass. The grass here is quite poofy even. That's almost like 6 inches tall grass. So for now, I'm gonna look for a shorter grass area and see if this will work better there. I moved it to an area where the grass is 4 inches tall now. Hopefully it can do an entire area with no issues. And I'll click start. I've set the dumping location right there. Oh, it ran over the dumping point a little bit. And now it has more grass to dump there. Lifting up. And it's nice to see that it lifts up and then it would walk forward a little bit. It's taking a while. I think it could go earlier than this. It comes forward. Doesn't put down the basket yet. And then turns around, put the baskets down, and now it's gonna continue its thing. This is 2 bunches that it put right here. The area that I outlined, it did about a third of it so far, but it had a lot of trouble with the long weeds. On the right hand side, there's this little lightning bolt. We can click it and it'll say, return to charge. Yes, confirm. Those little pins on the charging dock, it swivels a little bit, a couple inches or so, and the robot will guide itself in there. Let's see if it'll do it. There we go.
Start charging.
Very nice. So it's back to where it is. Now, the RTK base station is very waterproof. It has provisions to not mow on rainy days because you don't want to get all this wet. Now, would I recommend this? I had to fix it a couple of times because it ran over these really long weeds that's really stubborn to cut. With an untamed lawn, it might take this robot a few tries to get over, and you might have to fix it a few times, untangle it. If you just have only grass on your lawn, it will work fine. So I think for lawns that have been mowed recently, it's not too crazy like this, then this robot should be able to do just fine. If you guys are interested in getting this Yuka lawnmower, check out my affiliate link down in the video description below.